China is the world's biggest car market. It's the world's biggest EV market. It's also where most batteries and EV cars are manufactured. And what's kind of happening is the market is being reshaped.
Mm-hmm.
And what's happening is General Motors, Volkswagen, SAIC are dropping about 30% of their employees in the Chinese market. General Motors and VW were the dominant automotive companies in China. They were very welcome. They're having a German company and an American company, but they've each since 2019 have dropped an average of 1 million car sales annually. And there's a couple of things. One, people are shifting away from Western brands, but mostly they're shifting away from internal combustion engines. And they're swapping those out with domestically made electric vehicle brands such as BYD. And now, out of the blue, phone company Xiaomi is entering the play. And this is going to really shake things up. Legacy automakers are facing some big decisions about whether to adopt to diminish roles in China and potentially other market or invest billions to catch up. This is even affecting Tesla, because Tesla was the dominant EV player in China, and now they're struggling. I shouldn't say they're struggling, but they're being passed up by BYD. Tesla just reported third quarter deliveries that were short of Wall Street guesstimates. With a giant factory in Shanghai, Tesla started this decade in pole position in China's emerging EV market. Elon Musk's EV company has fallen behind BYD and is facing intense pressure from upstarts like Xiaomi. You get some others like NIO. There's a few others. I mean, what we figured there's 100 EV makers in China. Stellantis sold just 65,000 vehicles in China last year. That's not really a whole lot. Stellantis used to be called Chrysler. It still confuses me to call it Stellantis. So I want to discuss something a little different that I found. This was a LinkedIn post by a Michael Dunn, and he called it the sudden death of Detroit and China. We were talking about this a little earlier. And he says, the bodies are still warm. The victims are already dead. Natural causes for foul play. GM, Ford, and Jeep, once the darlings of the Chinese consumer, are goners. Sales have collapsed. Profits are heading towards zero. In 2023, the Detroit Three sold 3 million fewer cars in China than they did in 2017. 2.4 million versus 5.4 million. That's 6 straight years of falling sales, and we have not hit the bottom yet. Think about this. In the same time period, BYD, what are they doing? Like 2-3 million cars a year now? Yeah, they're pumping them out. And remember, folks, BYD is part owned by Warren Buffett. Don't think that guy's an idiot, because he's not.
Well,
we know we're from Omaha.
I attribute some of that to Charlie,
Yeah, well, and Charlie Munger was probably a really big driver. Yeah. So in 2023, the Chinese New Year was in January. This year it was in February. And so February numbers for BYD sucked. I had a viewer point that out to me in one of our comments on one of the YouTube videos, and I went looking at it, and it's like, oh, well, they did. Yeah, year over year, BYD had a drop for February. But I don't think that's really slowing them down. So it just can kind of continue at Ford operating at just 25% of its plant capacity. Jeep's China joint venture went bankrupt in October of 22, despite operating in the world's largest SUV market. Now, I've said before, Stellantis is doing a crappy job with Jeep. They are not doing that brand justice, and there are 6 months of Jeep inventory sitting at dealerships all over the planet. That's the average right now. There's probably never been a better time to go out and buy a Jeep brand, because they haven't been on sale ever.
And they have a plug-in hybrid version, by the way. So
well, and they've got some electric. I've started getting pop-up ads now for electric Grand Cherokees and stuff like that. The stupid thing is, they're starting at like $65,000. I'm like, come on, folks. I think you can get a low-end Model X for that price. And I've actually started seeing Tesla ads now. But, a big thing Tesla puts in their ads, we're the closest to a 100% American-made car of any car manufacturer. It used to be Volkswagen. Volkswagen used to have the highest percentage of American-made components. And which was really, kind of funny because so many of the big three have a lot of their products made in Canada or Mexico or stuff like that.
Well, technically, that's still American.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we did try to take them over back in 1812. That didn't go too well.
That's an interesting war.
But anyways, the American car makers, which were the darlings of the Chinese economy, just are being pushed out. And it's not. Now, we talked about Buick. Buick doesn't sell EVs in the United States, but they have 4 EV models in the Chinese market, and they sell well there. And Buick does well over there. And it's really weird to think about.
Hi, I'm David with EV World News. If you like this video, then please press the like button. If you like the content and would like to see more videos on electric vehicles, then please hit the subscribe button. If you have some feedback for us, please let us know in the comments. Have a great day.